All right, here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Cardhedge Podcast. We got a very mundane day today for me. I am packing. I've been packing all day.
Is it raining in Houston?
Dude, it is so hot. It is so hot.
Yeah.
Top temperature today or high was like 106.
Oh God,
dude, it is. Somebody put us on broil in Texas right now. It is.
Dude, that's too much. That's too much.
106. I mean, get out of here, man. It's tough right now. Right now, it's tough times right now in Texas. If you got friends that are in Texas, please check on them. Make sure they have air conditioning, because if they don't, God bless them.
It has rained here like the tropics.
Really?
Like what was it? Tuesday it rained here and it legit flooded. Like we had flash floods.
What?
Like the main road on my the island I live on. I live on an island. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Dude, it was like a raging river. It was crazy. You
guys never have that there though, right? That's
I've lived here for almost 30 years.
Wow.
And I can't remember anything like this. I was like driving down the road and I'm like, should I keep going?
You got a truck though, huh?
Yeah. But then I was like, it was like ripping.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's a normal Saturday for us during the spring. Yeah.
So I was like, all right. So whatever. So then that happened. Now today, it's about to do the same thing again.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah,
we could use rain right now. We are the freaking Sahara over here.
Yeah, well, we got El Nino going on again, buddy.
Yep, that's right. We got a strong El Nino apparently.
Yep.
That's what's happening. Yep. All right, what's up, everybody? Sorry, we got a
little weather.
Little weather talk from a bunch of old geezers.
Yeah.
That's like one of the things that you've made the step to the next chapter in your life.
Talking about the weather.
Yeah. It's like it's normally mundane conversation, but like you and I are like super excited.
Yeah.
Oh man, good stuff. So I'm Omar. That's JD. If you guys already know the podcast, hopefully you've. But if you're not following for the first time, welcome on in.
Yeah, welcome aboard.
We don't do a whole lot of logical talking around here.
We
mainly just talk shit for an hour, which is phenomenal.
We don't get a lot of logical comments either. I've been reading our comments lately. Some of y'all are like ripping them back before you get on here and comment.
Oh man,
I'm like, what?
Yeah, what did he say?
I'm not even responding to that because I don't even know what it means.
Yeah, I don't even know what he's saying. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the comments. We appreciate y'all. It's so much fun to go back and watch. What are your thoughts on custom made sports cards?
I hate them.
You hate them, really, dude?
Yeah, I hate them.
I'm starting to gain a pretty interesting affinity for them.
Well, I'm all right. So I don't hate them. It's just they're cool, like depending on what it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
It's shout out thing. Yeah, no, I hear you. It's definitely what they call not an acquired taste, but you know what I mean. Like you have to kind of. But shout out to LJ's Custom Cards. They made check this shit out, and I get you're not into them, but just like it's kind of cool to me because they make look at this Messi that they made. Look.
Oh no, I like this guy. This guy's crazy.
Yeah. You guys check him out. LJ's _ sports cards on Instagram. He makes some dope stuff. Look at this. Look at this Trevor Lawrence. Look at this Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence auto. He does it with an auto. Look at this.
Yeah.
That is a sick card. Real or not, right? Like, I mean, just good stuff. Rosarena. No, that's Ellie. That's Ellie De La Cruz. My bad. Look at that. Dude, how sick is that?
Yeah, that's sick. No, I don't. So I like that stuff. Like that's cool to me.
Yeah.
And it's just, how do you determine value?
Oh yeah, of course. Listen, this is no different than a guy making a painting, in my opinion, right? That's
sick right there.
That's where I categorize this kind of stuff, right? Like this isn't meant to be anything. This is hilarious. Jose Ramirez with the boxing gloves on.
That's funny.
I mean, and this is the kind of stuff that this guy does. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I follow him.
It's super sick. He makes some really cool stuff, man.
Yeah, no, he does.
Shout out to LJ. LJ's Custom Cards on Instagram, ljscustomcards.com. We have no affiliation with this guy. I'm just a big fan.
Nada.
He's good stuff. Oh, he's got some for sale on his website. Oh, they're $100. They're $100. I'd pay $100 for this Kobe.
Yeah. Yep.
Not bad. And the other cool thing is that in his cards he uses my brother's insert. You see that white insert there?
Oh, yeah.
The Collect 3D Prints insert that goes into a slab mag. Shout out to Collect 3D Prints. So yeah, man, pretty cool stuff.
Hey, you know what we got to do is we got to get Collect 3D Prints to make some more Cardhedge stands so we can put them down in the store.
Yes.
Yeah, those.
These are the best. The cool thing I like about this is that you'll notice it's got 3 different levels.
Yep.
And he did that because he designed it in such a way that if you wanted to put like it's got the perfect angle for just the mag holder. He's also got the perfect level for a SGC card because they're all different sizes.
Yeah, and you can do raw. It's got all of them. Yep.
Yeah, they all lean a little bit different, and they're all different widths, and so he's kind of got that engineered into this like different slots in there. They're pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll hit him up, man. We'll get some more stuff going. There is I did open up a store as just part of the normal affiliate stuff on YouTube where I can sell merch and stuff like that. I did it just to set up an account, but we're going to be putting some stuff down there if you guys want to take a look at that stuff and pick up some shirts, hats, and then we'll be putting some of these Cardhedge stands up there, and then we got we're working with River on some merch as well. We'll figure that out.
Yep.
But yeah, you guys take a look down there and hit the buttons. Also, Cardhedge, shout out to Cardhedge as well. They are the title sponsor for the entire podcast. The link is down in the description if you guys want to sign up for arguably, in my opinion, and it's obviously biased, the greatest market analysis tool out there right now.
Yeah, I agree. And we've hired like 10 dudes adding cards. So
yeah, so we're adding cards like madmen.
It's not even it's insane.
Yeah. We're over the 500,000 mark. So
we're over the 700,000 mark.
Holy crap. Dang, that happened quick, dude, because we just celebrated the 500,000 like what, a month ago?
Yeah.
Dude, that's insane.
We'll be at 1 million cards in no time.
That is insane. We're gonna do something huge for the 1 million.
Yep.
We're doing something huge. I'm talking about we're gonna get with River. We're gonna do something big for the 1 million. I'm talking hobby box giveaways, rips.
You know what's hard for me and like I see people all the time like using 130 point or using this or using that, whatever. And you know, to me, why are you like? I get it; it's free on like 130 point,
right?
But
they don't have. They have PSA only, right?
No, they have everybody. But like if you want to get an average or things like that, like you gotta like find 3 prices and you're gonna do the math. Like ours does that for you.
Yeah. You know?
Of course. And again, I get it. Like we don't have every card. Like I understand that.
Yeah,
but we're very sensitive to requests, and we get them up as fast as we possibly can
within 24 hours. Inside 24 hours.
Yeah, I just I'm at a point where the product I think speaks for itself. It's just people need to hop on board, download the app,
download the app website. Also. Yep. I mean, I think the big difference there, though, to kind of your point, like things like, I mean, look, there's no doubt about it, right? That you can go get your own comps if you want to, right? That's not what we offer is convenience, right?
Yeah.
To your point, right? You can go 130 point and find comps. You can find the last 3 comps. You can do the math yourself and all that stuff, or you can just track the card on your own Cardhedge account and get the averages right away. Not only can you do that, but you can also segregate it by grading company. We also have raw prices. We can give you the averages on raw prices.
Yep.
You can also see trends for the last 2 or 3 years worth of data, right? I mean, so there's
that's the thing too. Like for me, I am a big fan of looking at trends and trying to identify like different points of when it's potentially a good time to buy and because like everybody always says the off season, right?
Yeah.
But when in the off season is the exact right time to buy?
Yeah.
Well, we've got 3 years worth of data now to look at to say, oh, look, every February between the 12th and the 15th is when you're going to get the lowest price on quarterbacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So get this.
Like,
Here's
I
another
like
thing.
Stuff like that.
Here's another thing that we didn't talk about that kind of went under the radar a little bit. This new little button right here. Okay. Rookies only.
Yep.
If I wanted to look for a Luka Doncic, if I hit find, it's going to give me all the Luka's cards. There's a bunch of them. But if I want to look at his rookie cards only, hit that little button there, and all I'm going to see is prices for his rookie cards.
Yep.
Guys like a Giannis and those guys that have been in the league for going on 10 years now. Obviously, there's a lot of good, valuable cards that are out there. LeBron is another good example where there's a lot of good cards that people are chasing of LeBron James, but not all of them are rookie cards. There's only a handful of rookie cards that are out there. And what this also does is allow you to see the scarcity of a player's rookie card. Because I can guarantee you right now, if I go in and I type in Christian Wood's only got 2 rookie cards. Well, actually, this is right. He's technically only got 1 rookie card, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's only got that one.
He's only got the one. The other one is the rookies parallel, which is technically correct. So just a cool little these are the kind of little enhancements that we provide to the folks that are signed up in Cardhedge. River's just constantly rolling these little enhancements out that just make the tool that much better. So anyway, just a quick little word there. If you guys want to check it out, the link is in the description. We would really appreciate you at least signing up for the free app and giving us a try. It's available in Google and Apple iOS. Just head over to your app stores and type in Cardhedge and download the app. So
cool. All right, good show.
Good show. Thanks everybody for Thanks everybody for listening. Really appreciate y'all.
So let's start here, right?
You had a good topic that you pulled.
Yeah, I have a good topic. So last night I released a video, and it's all good because we can talk about it here because I only get so many views every video. even though I will say my channel is actually
it's growing.
It's growing kind of.
I've been watching. It's heading in the right direction.
And thank you to everybody that comes on over. But I found this article last night. I was scrolling around, looking at Instagram and things like that, and came across this ad, and I clicked on it just because every once in a while I just like to see what kind of crap people are selling. And like I actually thought this was pretty valuable. So this gentleman was talking about one of the common mistakes, or it's not player performance that drives up the value of a card. It's that
you're saying
player,
it's not?
That's what this guy is saying.
Okay.
It's the player exceeding current expectations of that guy, or of the collector or investor or whatever. So perfect example. I used in my video none other than Shohei Ohtani, because there's not an athlete hotter on the planet in any sport. Maybe Messi is the only other guy, right?
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
He's playing against you and me.
He's playing against scrubs. Yeah.
Yeah. So Ohtani, when the season started, his expectations from the majority of collectors were he was going to be a 30 to 40 home run guy, right?
What's Ohtani's flagship card?
If you go right on Cardhedge, his cards dominate the
that's what I was just about to say.
They're all right there. The Bowman one where he's pitching, the paper Bowman seems to be the most popular one for a while now with collectors.
Okay. Yeah, dude. 167 sold in the last 7 days. Holy crap.
Topps update took the top spot there for a couple days, but this thing's been there for a while. Yeah. So
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, all good. So I took it a step further in my video I released last night, and I broke it down. I got his stats for the season, and using this exact. Well, if you go to just bring that back to 6 months.
Okay. For those of you that are just listening, we're on Cardhedge and looking at the 2018 Bowman Shohei Ohtani paper rookie.
Yep. So I look, you look here at the start, and it's like I think it starts around February 11th. That card's like $80 or something like that.
60, yeah, $83.
Okay,
$83.
So that's in February. Pitchers and catchers are just starting to show up for camp. There's not a lot going on, right? People are starting to get ready for baseball.
Yep.
That trend line stays pretty even there through most of camp, right?
Yep.
It jots up like $20.
Yep.
Then there's a little bit of a spike there, right at the end, right at the start of the season. So
what's the start of the season?
April, end of March, April, first week of April. So right around in there, that card is now up over $100.
Yep.
So when it kind of stays there for a little while, right?
Yeah, it does.
He has a good first month. He has a good second month. Well, when you get to June, scroll back just a little bit.
June 5th. I'm at June 5th right now, June 4th.
So like right around there, you see where it dips, go back, move over one more day. Nope, go the other way, go right.
Oh, right here.
Yep, back a little bit. Keep going back. Keep going. Right at the top of that peak. All right. Oop, yeah, right there. All right. So right around there is the month of June. Well, in the month of June, he went from having a total on the season of 15 homers and how many RBIs to hitting 15 homers and having 30 RBIs for the month of June. So
goodness,
he exceeded his expectations, because now it's not even the All-Star break and my man's got 30 home runs. All right.
Yeah. So on June 1st, this card was selling for $142 was the last comp.
Yep. And then it dropped.
By the end of June.
Yep. It's at 160 something?
$177.
Yeah.
Went up $30.
And now look at it now. What is it? 238, I believe.
Yeah, right now.
Right. Yeah. So I started looking at it.
260, 250, yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I think there's some merit to that. Yeah. Because the expectation, like I have Ohtani on my fantasy teams, right? I have him as the pitcher and I have him as the hitter. And I just pencil him in for 30 bombs and 100 RBIs every year, whatever, okay? But when it's August 10th and my man's got 40 home runs and there's 2 full months of the season left.
Of the regular season, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The expectation now is 60.
Let me ask you a question.
63.
You think he's juicing?
No, I don't.
Come on.
I don't. He's just good. If he is, he's not bigger than, like, he's the same size.
Juicing to the tits, man. He's
maybe.
getting that He's getting that good Japanese
stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
Sake. Yeah. But so when I broke it down in the video last night, and head on over to JD Sports Cards and watch
links in the description. Yep, links in the description.
It actually started to make some sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because if he was just on pace for his normal season,
yeah,
he's pitching okay, he's hitting all right, he's at maybe
right now
he's at yep. Instead, it's a $238 card.
So your contention is that he exceeded even what he was normally projected to do, which was already extraordinary.
Yes. Yep.
You know what's interesting about that? I'll take it a step further, right? You think about Patrick Mahomes. A lot of his value before he won his first Super Bowl wasn't baked in. He wasn't projected to win a Super Bowl his second year in the league?
No, but he's a perfect example because I don't think he was a high draft pick, was he?
No. But that's my point though, right? So the moment he won his first Super Bowl, prices soared. And when he won his second Super Bowl, they didn't.
Oh, dude, he was the 10th overall pick. He was a high pick.
Yeah, but still, he didn't. Okay, so the 10th overall, but it's not like he was a first round draft pick, right?
That is the first round.
Sorry, not the first. He wasn't the first pick.
No, right? But he was a top 10 pick in the NFL. That's legit.
Yeah,
so there's expectations.
There's some expectations there. Yeah. But come on. So I don't think, regardless of expectations, nobody's saying Super Bowl in his kid's sophomore year.
Well, agreed. So that there you go. Now you just made the point. Right?
Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Now, so there's an expectation, but Jesus, he outshined the expectation, right?
There's when you get drafted that high, there's expectations.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That you're going to be all good and all this other crap and yada, yada, yada.
And that eventually you're going to win a Super Bowl.
Yes. And then also with the newer guys, when they're rookies and they're in the minor leagues or whatever it is, right? Depending on, baseball's got the minors and this and that. So you get some hype built into that.
Right.
And then the pedigree of the draft pick or whatever.
Yeah.
But the second, Mahomes' expectations weren't to come in and win a Super Bowl in year 2.
No.
It was to maybe in 5 years.
Yeah. Maybe in 5 years to sniff a Super Bowl.
Yes.
Right.
But the fact that he won and won an MVP and dominated the league and set touchdown records and this and that, he exceeded expectations.
So here,
and then his card prices went.
Yeah, his card prices went to the stratosphere. But here's my next point. My next point is that once a player does that, right? Once a player exceeds his expectations, and his card prices break through that stratosphere, right, of what was expected, and what was potentially already baked into the market agreed upon value of that card. The next level of expectations, in my opinion, are astronomical. I almost feel like they cannot be reached, because I really feel like if Patrick Mahomes wins 2 more Super Bowls in the next 5 years, I don't think his prices are going to move that much.
Well,
because to me, that's that next level of expectations that it would take to have another run on his cards the way that it happened the first expectation breakthrough is going to be 10x of what it was the first time. And so how do you ever live up to that? That's insane.
Well, so that's the thing, right? So and part of this article I read talked about, people talk, Ohtani's going to win MVP. That's already priced in. That's already priced in. He's the MVP. That's that. Give him the award today. It's over. He's going to win a Silver Slugger. He's going to win this. He's going to whatever. All those regular season accolades are already baked into his price. Now, what's left as far as, and you can see when you look at that Ohtani card over there, as yes, the value is up, but it's been kind of up and down, up and down.
Right.
If he gets hot again and has another 10, 15 homers or something, and he's at 50, this card is pushing $300 because now he's getting close to 62. You know what I mean? And that's that record matters.
So is that the next stratosphere?
62. If
he hits the record break.
Yeah, I would think if he is close, if he is at 50 home runs and there are still enough games left and he can legit make a run at 63, I think this card takes off again. I think you're going to see this card level out now. I don't think it goes much higher than 238 unless he throws a no-hitter. The other thing with Ohtani is
he's a
this
pitcher.
has all been based on hitting.
Yeah,
he hasn't really been like whatever. He's been decent on the mound this year. He's been very good. He's been a clear number one, but he hasn't had like a 17, 18 strikeout performance, one hit, this, that, and the other thing, and strung together a bunch of that. So that could propel him too.
Speaking of that,
like the other night, he did a one hit, like 8 Ks, and then he hit 2 bombs the next night. Like if you put a couple of those together back to back, pitching and like that, those are the things that move the card forward. But what is the only? There's no playoffs for the Angels, so the World Series and everything else is out, right?
Yeah.
But the only expectation left to exceed was at the start of the year, is nobody thought he would be potentially vying for the American League home run record.
Right.
And if somehow the stars align and he gets hot again and starts ripping the ball over the fence and he makes a run at Bond's 73 number, dude, forget it. People are going to lose their minds. People will lose their minds. So,
dang, Framber only has 1 rookie card?
He only has 1 rookie card in Cardhedge. But that's his flagship.
Yeah, this is the one, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason why I went to his is because he pitched that no-hitter the other day.
Right. Yep. And that was broken down, by the way, in the Clear the Mechanism podcast. Check that out over on my channel. And we talked about the pitchers and things.
I heard that.
If you like Mahomes, I think is another great example.
Yeah.
So when people talk about player performance matters with these current guys, yes, it does. It certainly does, right? Because if I buy a Patrick Mahomes rookie card for $1,000 and then he breaks his leg and he's out for the year, that card's going down to $700.
Toast.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, if I bought a Patrick Mahomes rookie card for $1,000 and he goes out and they go 2-12 and he throws 32 interceptions, the card's going down in value, right? So
look at this, dude.
Yeah, look at the decline there.
How is this a decline? I mean, the trend is a decline, but it's
the trend, but it's back. It's moving up.
No, it's not, bro. Oh,
go to 6 months. Go to 6 months. The all doesn't.
Look
year
at the
it's up
last
8%.
Year. The last year's been flat. Yeah. The last 6 months is down 6%.
Down 6%. All right. What about last 90? It's up 11.
Up 11.
So it's starting to move. Like, dude, again, that's $4,000 too, man. I mean, that's
true. Yeah. Let me go back.
That's a different. Go find his Donruss. Go get his
it's a different
Donruss
league.
rookie.
Yeah. Let me see what his Donruss is doing. My head was in the clouds for a minute. My bad. I thought I was Lou for a second.
Yeah. We don't play in that sandbox, bro.
Here we go. Patrick Mahomes. Shout out to Big Daddy Lou, by the way. Yeah, same thing, dude. 5% gain.
Yeah, but what's it over the year? 34%.
1% over. Yeah, 34% gain over the last year.
That's a nice gain, bro.
Yeah, I agree. That's beating S&P.
I do think his cards got a little cheap there for a minute. And then people were like, what are we doing here? Minus that craziness of whatever year there, right?
Fake February?
Yeah, fake February.
I love that. I love that, by the way. Fake February 2021. Yeah, because look at this, dude. It was insane.
So you think about that, right? Perfect guy. Your boy, Alperen Şengün.
Oh, boy. Big Shingy.
No one.
Killing him in the Turkish league, by the way. Killing him in the Turkish league. This guy,
but what I'm saying is
absolutely love him.
When he came into the NBA, he had zero expectations.
Oh, yeah, agreed. So he was a fringe player, right? Like he was an underground. Like if you were a true basketball nerd, like you knew about Şengün, right? But the masses had no clue who this kid was. He was just this big 7 foot, 6'10", goofy Turkish guy from wherever. But
what I'm saying is now he has exceeded his expectations with collectors, and his prices are steadily rising Now, next year, if the expectation is him to have 20 and 10 consistently, and he's doing 30 and 10, watch out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
which, by the
I don't
way,
know. I thought the whole topic was. I thought the topic was very interesting.
So I really like this. This is a great topic, man. So the other side to this, right? So let's talk about the other side of this, right?
Yep.
Because I mean, we're in the midst of witnessing probably one of the biggest flops, and I say this very carefully because I'm still holding out a little bit of hope for him.
Luka?
And that no. Well, Luka maybe, but Luka's still producing, right? Like Luka's at least playing, right? Zion.
But hang on though. The way Luka's prices went up.
Yeah, let's.
He was
I'm following you there. Let me see.
Expected.
Yeah,
he was to be the next Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And that hasn't happened.
That has not happened.
And newsflash, that's never going to happen. So,
Luka, I love this rookie card tag thing. By the way, that's dope.
Yeah, it makes life way easier.
It really does. Let's go with the base. Let's go with the Donruss. Down 36% in the last 6 months. Down 10% in the last year. Flat the last 90 days, up 11% in the last 60 days.
Yep. So he's going to get a little, there'll be that little preseason hype.
Yeah.
But again, I think the expectations were that this guy was going to be the man. Now, granted, there was some funky stuff that went on in 2021.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But people were still buying with the expectation that this guy was, even though they were unrealistic with the dollar amounts, the expectation was Luka was just going to dominate the league.
Yeah.
And that hasn't happened. Steph Curry's still dominating the league. Giannis, Jokic, right? Jokic is a perfect example of a guy who exceeded expectations. So it's just it really made me stop and think about how to look at cards moving forward when making buys that are going to flip, right? Because now it goes away from, okay, Jaylen Brown is undervalued. But is he really undervalued? Because what are the expectations
What's
for
that
Jaylen Brown?
Yeah.
Right?
What are the baked in accolades to that number?
Yep. So then
that's a whole other dynamic that you have to think about now.
So now it's like you look around the league and you're like, what guy has the potential to exceed collectors and investors' expectations?
Yeah.
And who's dirt cheap, right? And I don't know any. I'm just throwing it out there, right?
I mean, but not even dirt cheap though. Like, who has the most room to maneuver within the expectations that are already baked into the current market value of that player?
Like I would say
Şengün's
Zion is a great like he's a great person as far as if you never ever bought his cards ever.
Yeah, to get them now, right?
So
like now's the time.
So if you've never bought Zion and lost out on Zion, like probably everybody and their mother has,
thousands of dollars. Yeah.
If your slate is clean in the Zion world, he has no expectations. People don't even think he's going to come back.
Yeah.
So if he comes back and starts dominating, he's exceeding.
Look at him, dude. He is down across the board.
What's his silver prism at?
His silver prism right now is at $600.
Oh my God.
Dude, this was a $10,000 card. This was a $6,000 card December of 2020.
Dude, so what's that? Do the math for me. That's a 10 times you lost your money, right?
Yeah.
Right?
You lost 10x.
Oh my God.
Look at this decline. By the way, those of you who are listening, we really apologize, but you guys got to jump on Cardhedge. I mean, because this is, you're only going to get this data there. or hop over to the YouTube video and watch it on YouTube. But now this is a $600 card, trending towards $180 if this trend continues.
Wow.
Yeah, but to your point, right? To your point, if you have like myself, if you have an ounce of belief, I mean, like right now, nothing is expected of Zion other than to go and get another Instagram girl pregnant.
Yeah.
Like that is the expectation of Zion right now.
Yes.
Right.
Agreed.
But if he comes back and he puts up 20, 10, and 6 on a nightly basis, he finally gets his shit together and he comes back and he starts dominating and he starts jumping on ESPN again, dunking on people from the free throw line again. Guess what?
Yep.
People are going to jump back on the hype train.
Now with him, and I don't disagree, but I think with him, there's going to be a longer leash of prove it.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Same thing with Ja Morant.
Same thing with Ja.
Now,
exactly.
Ja, I think, has a little bit of a like shorter leash.
Right.
But Zion's got one of those retractable leashes that's all the way out. You know what I mean? And you really need to get your dog back in.
Look at this base card. Top price was $900. You can now get the base PSA 10 for $64.
Yep. And people used to rip me on my channel because I said that card was going to be less than $500.
You and I picked them up at $150.
And I lost 75 on it.
You sold it. I look, mine's right here, buddy. Yeah. I'm holding on to this puppy.
Yeah. Good for you. I just said screw this. But so like those are some of the things now, right? Where it's got me thinking, because you look at, like, I like to collect a lot of 90s cards, 90s basketball, 90s baseball, whatever, right?
Yeah. So how does that rule apply there? Those guys retired.
It doesn't, because that rule or that thought process has to go away unless you are buying these cards dirt cheap like I am, because other collectors and investors haven't figured out yet, wait a second here, I'm buying JD at $50 when I could go buy Ken Griffey Jr. at $50.
Yeah.
And have the proven commodity, right?
Yeah.
So
you think there's still some delay there? There's still some lag there on the hobby as a whole, understanding that point?
Yes, I do. And it's okay. Like, it's not a crime or anything like that.
Right.
I think people don't know what they don't know, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna follow that up with, I don't know everything, and I don't pretend to, and I don't want to, and don't ever accuse me in the comments of doing that, because I don't know everything, and I don't want to know everything. But I spend a lot of time doing my homework when I go to, like, buy certain things. Like, if I'm looking at an insert that I've never seen before, like, I want to know pack odds. I want to know, just how rare is this thing, because I've never seen it and I don't know anything about it.
Right.
So I got to do my homework, and sometimes it works in my advantage, but in other times, like the 90s group I'm in on Facebook, dude, it's like people, Jay commented the other night. You saw it.
Yep.
Like, people like cards go up and they're sold within seconds. It's like meth addicts, dude, trying to get their hit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So some of that is like, okay, but at the same time, like, I like to take a look and say, all right, am I overpaying for this card? Am I, what's my risk? If I bought this at 50 and the thing's only been doing 30, do I think it realistically is $100 card, or is, where's the hobby at? Right. So
to your point, Tim Duncan's 1997 Topps Finest rookie card, PSA 10 at the moment, $79.
Yeah, dude,
a $10 difference between his rookie card and Zion's rookie card, which we just talked about.
That's a crime. That's a crime.
It's a crime against basketball.
It's a crime. And so I think there's still this process of evolution going on in sports cards, because while it's great to hop on the guys that are playing for your favorite team, that there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the risk there is their performance is going to really affect the value of that card. If you buy a quarterback on your team, like you bought CJ Stroud, guy's throwing like 2 picks tonight in 7 seconds. So
he is not looking good right now.
No, not at all. So if you're spending 500 on his card and now he looks like shit all preseason,
right?
Guess what?
Yeah,
that's a $400 card. If maybe $350, because now people are like, you know what, that dude sucks.
Yeah,
and that's what that happens like that. Yeah. Now, at the same time, you see it all the time, right? The second what I would be doing right now
buying
is looking around the league, and I'd be buying the backup and the third string of every friggin' team.
Buying Davis Mills.
They're dirt cheap.
Yeah.
And there's a really good shot that one of the two of them is going to end up on the field this year for significant time.
Yeah.
Right.
Agreed.
And then you end up with a Brock Purdy or Tom Brady or whatever. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, the greatest quarterback ever only got on the field because Drew Bledsoe got his absolute bell rung against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
So,
and then when he came back, he's like, "Hey, coach, I'm ready to go in." And he's like, sorry, kid, we're going with Tom.
Go sit on the bench.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just it makes you think, like when you think you know everything, and people that think they know everything is where they always get in trouble because they're know-it-alls and they're blowhards and whatever else. But if you constantly take that approach of you're always willing to learn and listen and kind of dissect things for what they are,
analytical, right?
Yeah, and how does this relate to me? And like, is there any like merit to what person A or B or D or whatever is saying?
Right.
And if you kind of find out that there is along the way, well, then now you got a little thing in your pocket of you got some different things to
you got a strategy now.
Yeah, for your flips. Right?
Yeah, you're not just shooting in the darks, right? Yeah, you're just not shooting in the dark.
To me, like stuff like let me show you. Like, here's a speculation buy. Right here. I bought this card the other day. First Bowman Mega Box Yellow of a Red Sox.
Roman Anthony.
Yep, top prospect. One of the top prospects for the Red Sox. I paid, I don't know, $75 for this. I know with the hype in Bowman markets and shit, if this kid keeps doing and moving up the ladder, this is just an easy flip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Easy flip. At the same time, went over to another group and I bought this, which happens to be the sickest insert Panini Baseball has ever made. These profiles, look at this thing. That card's beautiful.
Yeah, that is sick.
So I bought this for $100. Well, they're going online for $150. So I got myself a little equity in this.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't know. And I just look at things like these Griffies. This Griffey's numbered out of 500. These inserts are 5,000, but they're inserts that like people are starting to figure out again.
Yeah.
And
I think it's happened already on the basketball side of things.
Oh, basketball went nuts. 90s basketball went nuts.
90s basketball inserts over the last 6 to 8 months have been pretty insane.
Well, I'd say, so if you go back to 2020, basketball exploded like no other, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of all the sports, basketball cards went friggin' through the roof. And if you look at the Cardhedge index, basketball has fallen the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
In the last 2 years. So these insert prices were, now some of them are like the Jordans, these rare inserts are always going to be high, but they're off their record high or their stupidity high, right?
Right.
Do I think that they have the opportunity or the ability to grow back into that price though over time? Yes, I do. Because it's Michael Jordan. So
that's always going to have some good.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm looking his big autos and stuff, dude. They're still going for 60, 70, 80 grand.
Oh,
One sold the other night for 90. So like that's big cash. And maybe before COVID, that card was 25,000. So the card market is still very strong, bro.
Viable. Oh yeah, for sure.
You know.
Well, what was it? Gotbaseballcards.com. God, his name is escaping me right now.
Joe,
yes. Joe and I forget the other guy's name.
Bill? Is it? No, it's not Bill.
Something like that. Yeah. They just did a video. I just watched it where they were doing a recap of the National.
Yep.
And I mean, those guys are seasoned veterans in the game.
Yeah.
And they said that was by far the biggest show they had ever seen, attendance wise. In terms of like businesses and the corporate side of things. I mean, just man, we're in a good spot, right? Like
very
we're
good.
The hobby's in a great spot from I don't want to call it hype, right? Because it's hype has a bad connotation. It means it's going to go down pretty soon. I just think that we had this 15x increase of people coming into the hobby. And out of that 15x of the people that rushed in, I'd say 7x of those have left. But the 3x that remains still multiplied what was here before by, 2 or 3 times, right? Like it's such a massive influx of people in the hobby. And there's a lot of people that are going to be, getting into this mix and like realizing what you and I are realizing. Here we go. Finally. Oh my God. These people are asking crazy amounts of money for this Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan has a rookie card with Olajuwon on the front.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to pick that up, but last comp was $53 in a PSA 10. And this guy wants 184. But one hasn't sold, and a PSA 10 hasn't sold in a very long time. Comps pop is only like 2,000 on it.
Really?
Oh, wait a second. Yeah, one just sold just today for 130. Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Watch it. Wait for the offer.
Yep.
Wait for the offer, Broheim.
And then in July, one sold for $66 PSA 10. So that's the last comp that we have.
Yeah, because it probably was best offer.
No, bid 66.81.
What's the card?
Tim Duncan's 97 106 Bowman with Olajuwon on the front. Dude, I might need to pick this up.
Mirror image
before it gets silly. Yes, correct.
Mirror image.
This one here, I'm showing you.
No, it's not mirror image.
Not the mirror image. This one here. Tim Duncan, Bowman's best.
Oh, Bowman's best. Yeah.
Yep. I might need to pick this up before it gets silly, because this is one of those cards that's heading towards that silly direction. But yeah, very interesting, man.
Yeah, try to throw something different out there, right? I mean, you can only talk grading and stuff. I mean, it's
yeah. I'm with you.
But like,
it was one of those du jour type things, right? Like, like the grading conversation over the last couple of weeks has been kind of the hot topic, but that's kind of dying down. Panini's gonna get the pantsuit off of them.
Oh, there we go. That's why that wasn't like that. Those cards weren't even. All right. Well, that changes that. So the Bowman. All right. So I got this one right here. I'm gonna.
You're gonna update it.
Boop, boop, boop. All right. So you should see something now.
All right.
Wait for it.
There we go. Yep.
All right. And then there's a BGS 9.5.
Yep. BGS 9.5 that went for $85.
Here you go. Hang on. You get another one.
Dude, that BGS
did 70.
$3,900 for a BGS 10.
Wow. Bless you.
Thank you. Thought I muted myself. I didn't give myself enough time.
Now, if you look like this is this is what I tell people all the time. If you're gonna buy a card. What the hell is this?
Yeah, I need that PSA 10 though.
Yeah, see, that's the wrong year. This is 98.
Yeah, I need that PSA 10. Oh, here we go. Oh, I need to buy this. Right now.
What is it?
I need to buy it right now.
Well, yes, so let's do this, man. We've been doing 50 minutes. I think we've covered a topic. So let's wrap it up, and then you and I can talk shop offline. So, everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. As always, thank you to Cardhedge for sponsoring us and letting us do our thing. And like we said at the beginning, go out there, download the Cardhedge app, get on the website, and we'd love to have you. And in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and
share with your peeps.
Yep. And we'll see you in the next one. We out.
Thanks, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.